Shop at Majestic Supermarket for kind and courteous service. In addition to your grocery list, we also stock perfume and gift sets, household items, over-the-counter drugs, pet food and accessories, footwear, mini hardware items and much more. It's a one-stop shop. We accept TT cards, links and credit card. Visit us at the corner of Little Koma Road and Komodo Main Road, Komodo. Telephone contact 643-94104, Majestic Supermarket.
Welcome to our program Towards a Structured World Spiritually. Why spiritually? It is the soul, the spirit, the Atma. This is the one who makes the first move for the body. So a structured world has to come from structured thinking. Today, we are going to speak about attitudes, influences, and roles. Everyone has attitude. We are all influencers, and of course, we become influenced in the dispatch of the various roles that we play. Meditation is of a crucial impact in the determination of the outcome of the roles that we play. Many times we don't think this far, respected friends. A little time out, reflection, especially early in the morning at the start of our day, kind of sets a foundation for our attitude, our words, our vision. Why should we do this? Our present moment is the only moment you can live in live, so to speak. When it becomes the past, it has with it a number of things. One, the impact of your actions, words, whatever, on others. Two, it is logged in your personality. Three, the return of what you have said or done, so to speak, is also forthcoming. This is something we can't tell when it will happen. It's not like a loan or investment or whatever you do and you put a date. It doesn't work that way. Many things we can put a date and a deadline for. Even when the soul leaves the body, the accounts go with it. When we become aware, really aware, that we are on a journey, then the topic of this program, Towards a Structured World, it begins to become more firm. Our true nature is positive, pure, elevated, benevolent. But over a period of time, within this huge drama of life, day to day, moment to moment, minute to minute, week to week, year to year, over a period of time, the soul loses its purity. And the consequence of that is these viruses, parasites, call them what you want, influences that are not good, they begin to take up shop. Just like a computer, you have a virus and some things may go wrong with it. In the same manner, the soul begins to become influenced over a period of time, particularly with the things or the people that are close to us. The time that we are going through in the world now requires stepping back. In other words, in a timely way, stop, check, and change. Why should you do this? Because we are constantly investing in karmas. I always say it. People will say, you will pay for that what you did. You should never say that to anybody. If it's something good, compliment them. If it's something that is not good, stay quiet. That quietness has to be based on a really good attitude, so that your thoughts, your vision, the vibrations you give out, it sends a message to the person. Just like how systems are getting very refined in the world today, similarly, we need to refine our systems so that the parasites, the viruses, the influences that are not good for the longevity, for the goodness, for the future, soul doesn't die and the drama doesn't stop. The drama of life continues. And you can't say, like any drama, it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. But what happens after that? The drama restarts. Judge for yourself. Where are we in the drama of life now? We are certainly not in the beginning. Because at the onset of a drama, this real drama, so to speak, of life itself, souls are pure, beautiful. This is why there is so much talk of heaven. Heaven is as real as drinking a glass of water. It's a different time period. We are at the point now where there is a need to understand the contribution we make and what are we making that contribution towards. This is the contribution, you can call it comprehensive, of our life, our gift to our family, our workplace, our community, our country, and yes, to the entire world. No one is completely useless, no. Good, bad, indifferent, benevolent, high, blessed, religious, whatever you may describe a personality as, everyone has a particular part to play in the drama. A good example is, no two people resemble each other accurately. No. There is always a difference. These are the things to think about time and again, and it brings about a kind of enthusiasm within to check ourselves. Stop, check, change. We should do that a few times a day. Stop, check your day. Is it that my day is going in a direction that is uplifting, that is good? When situations come, did I step back? Meaning stop. Did I check the direction of my vision, especially my attitude, and then my words? So it means that we need to have a structured world within to be able to bring a structured world, so to speak. And it doesn't take much people to do that. No. How many people run a big organization? Simple thing. Organization has 500 people. 500 workers, or let's say 500 employees. At the top level, how many you have? A handful. And they trigger, they make the changes in the organization. They steer the organization. And if they are weak or they subscribe to things that are not good, obviously the organization comes into turbulent waters. And we have seen big corporations and companies close down and just disappear because of what is called mismanagement. This is not to blame anybody. This is to learn the lessons of our own life. A human life is as big as any company. You have to see it that way. If you think, well, I am worth nothing, then what are you doing? You are putting a curse on your own self. Never do that. It's important for us to relieve stress so that the beauty of the soul is always in ascendant mode. Yes, the fragrance of goodness within us, it is there. But you should not rely on people to create that, situations to create. No. We are creators. God is supreme creator and we are co-creators, so to speak. So going back to this company, this large organization with 500 people, who are the ones who get promoted? Who are the ones who get more responsibility? And of course, when that happens and you move up, your package gets better. And if there are benefits, you get above average benefits. Because why? You are doing something for the organization that keeps it not just afloat, but keeps it forward thinking, keeps it growing. So maybe from 500 you may move to 600 employees. Keeps profitability. Our life and our world, the planet itself, is based on those similar principles. However, when the time comes where we have reached our lowest stage, then there has to be an intervention, because a drama, as mentioned earlier, has a beginning, middle and end. And this drama of life as we know it is always live. You can't say, oh, it might not be the best thing to say, it's recorded. No. First steps in getting to know ourselves, the parts we play, is to recognize that we are live on the drama. And the more we have that thinking, then the true nature of us as spiritual being, as points of light, invisible to the human eye, beyond the 5 senses, and also beyond the 5 elements. The user of the senses is the soul. The soul sees through the eyes, the soul tastes through your mouth, etc. And the soul utilizes the body, which is made of the 5 elements. Take a little time and go into that experience of understanding our makeup. We all have internal faculties, and as mentioned earlier, if these faculties get affected, infected, invaded by viruses, then the functioning, the smooth running of thinking, of analyzing, of discriminating, of discerning, it becomes compromised. And when it becomes compromised, it's like rust has accumulated on an instrument. We have rust inside here, so to speak. So the greatest rust remover for souls comes from the prescription of the Supreme Soul, the one who is beyond that type of rust and influence. That is God the Supreme. Let's take a short break.
Shop at Majestic Supermarket for kind and courteous service. In addition to your grocery list, we also stock perfume and gift sets, household items, over-the-counter drugs, pet food and accessories, footwear, mini hardware items and much more. It's a one-stop shop. We accept TT cards, links and credit card. Visit us at the corner of Little Kora Road and Komoto Main Road, Komoto. Telephone contact 643-94104, Majestic Supermarket.
Welcome back. So, getting back to this aspect of thoughts, because attitudes, roles and influences are all interconnected, and the biggest contributor to that is our thoughts. So, I want to go through what you can call a spectrum of thoughts, different type of thoughts we have, and give a little understanding of the impact of each type of thought. It doesn't work where you can say this person is wholly this type of thinking or that type of thinking. No, there is always an interchange. Our personality is not so easy to comprehend and understand fully. So, to be able to understand others, we should understand ourselves, how our internal machinery works. That is one of the greatest discoveries you can make. So, let's look at the different type of thoughts we have. When someone has degraded thoughts, that type of thinking, the nature of those thoughts are based on what that person has accumulated in their system. The word sanskars, deep rooted personality traits. What deposits went inside there? We are talking about rust. Those are really bad types of rust when you have degraded thoughts. When you have degraded thoughts, you poison the atmosphere. And of course, the result of degraded thoughts would be impure and lustful behavior, and that, respected friends, does not give birth to protection, to good relationships, to understanding, to good friendliness. And when you associate and begin to speak and have the vision of such type of thoughts, it is not that you have those type of thoughts all the time, no. But if there is an attraction, speech, behavior, attitude that is connected to degraded and impure thoughts, then naturally your personality will be such. You are painting yourself with that color. Those type of thoughts don't produce good families, good environments, good relationships, good habits, and more than anything else, they promote vices, even vices like greed, anger, false ego. So, it is important to check ourselves. The emphasis today is to stop, check, change. Attitude, roles and influences. Stop, check your attitude. Stop, check the role that you are playing, how you are dispatching that role. And of course, stop, check and change the influences that are hitting us all the time. Sometimes our own type of, our vehicle or whatever, even our bodies influence us. So, this type of elevated awareness brings out the best in you. Your life, our lives should be a gift to God when we leave our bodies. This is not just something to think about. No, don't do that. It is something to talk and act about. If you just think about it, it stays there in the stockroom of thoughts. No, we want it to come out. Jump out of the stockroom, apply, and start making profits with your life. When you have degraded and impure thoughts, you are putting your life at a loss. As well as the impact you have on others, you are also being instrumental for that. So, inside of that, there is also negative thoughts. Negative thoughts is also an infection of the soul. Time and again I would speak about this great personality who is not a human being, but who is called Ravan or devil, and they show you all these heads. They are the representations of negative things. These are good lessons to think about, but don't spend all your time in that. Spend your time in changing yourself. Spend your time in bringing out the DNA of the soul. Soul is child of God, so we will have godly DNA, peace, love, harmony, understanding, happiness, a good healthy sense of humor, charitable feelings. Those are the things our world has an acute shortage of. Just let something go wrong with someone and you see all these not so good things coming out. And you hear this thing about my this, my that, my child, my husband, my wife, my property, my car, and all the my. You have nothing. You are just the custodian of those things. But that is a far call from the platform that we are sitting in now. Meditation helps us to bring out the maturity that is embedded within the soul, to recognize that we are playing roles and we are instrumental through our attitude, through our vision, through our words, especially through the way we conduct ourselves. We are instrumental for something. Our life should be a gift to the world. A good gift is always appreciated. So let us stay away from degraded, impure and negative thoughts. Those are the enemies of the soul. And the more we stay away from that, you're no longer watering the seeds of negative thoughts. You're no longer taking care and putting the fertilizer of bad attitude in impure and degraded thinking. The next step is positive thinking. When we begin to literally practice, walk the talk of positive thinking, stress gets a heart attack. Many people survive a heart attack, some die from it. But the start of positive thinking, the stress doesn't die, it gets a heart attack. Stress is a killer, so to speak. So it's important to recognize that we need to move away from being hospitalized with these negative propensities. The next three types of thoughts are pure thoughts, benevolent thoughts, and this unique aspect of thinking to have neutral thoughts. In the next episode, we will continue a little more on that. But suffice to say, let us create a meditation experience of togetherness now, so that we truly become a divine witness who plays a truly benevolent role through his life, through his body. So let us all sit back, sit comfortably, and see, so to speak, with the eye of the intellect, the state of our world, the state of the world of our family, the state of our country, and with a true, mature and benevolent vision and attitude, the state of the world. This picture needs to be reframed. Positive thinking, having elevated vision and attitude towards others, they are playing a role, and benevolent thoughts are the tools for us to become master builders spiritually of a structured world. With these words, I become aware. This is my body. And I am the light of this body. I am God's child. God the Supreme is light, and I am His special child, a tiny infinitesimal star, living energy in the middle of the forehead, between the eyebrows. For a few moments, I become aware. Such peaceful light energy emanating from my eyes. I am a peaceful being. My attitude and vision are both changing. Moving from what is called matter or body consciousness into the very elevated awareness that is called soul consciousness. Naturally, I attract God's benevolence, God's light, God's purest vibrations. As this energy passes through me, I send blessings, good wishes, and a true feeling of divine friendliness. to my home, my family, my country, and to the world. Om Shanti. Make this practice something which you do every day, so it becomes a habit, and this will naturally emerge your true nature of benevolence. Thank you very much.
Shop at Majestic Supermarket for kind and courteous service. In addition to your grocery list, we also stock perfume and gift sets, household items, over-the-counter drugs, pet food and accessories, footwear, mini hardware items and much more. It's a one-stop shop. We accept TT cards, links and credit card. Visit us at the corner of Little Koma Road and Komodo Main Road, Komodo. Telephone contact 643-94104, Majestic Supermarket.